video number 2, which is my direct verbal reply in terms of a letter received by Alex dated Thursday, January 28th of this year, requesting that I reply within 12 days. However, I have discussed this with uh, Alex, and an accommodation can be made to extend it. First of all, I'm going to reply to the letter narratively, and I will follow up with some written aspects to it. For the Saskatoon Health Region to indicate that my request is frivolous or vexatious is so far reaching, so desperate. These are legal terms that lawyers like to use to have statement of claims thrown out of court. They're put very simply. The Saskatoon Health Region has hundreds of thousands of patients that probably go through their venue each year. As a patient, I have a patient right to provide input into a plan, whether it's from me, family, or guardians. That one right was taken away, and I've always asked for the care plan once I got to Partridge, and there has been complete discooperation. It is so far frivolous, based on a simple concept. My health care is my business, and I should know what people are writing about. More importantly, regarding chart notes, they are robbing me of the opportunity to appeal these chart notes because of a 30-day lapse period. And that just sends the wrong signal. And my God, my requests are made in bad faith. I don't even know how to reply to that because I am seriously interested in my care. And if bad faith means telling the truth, then they are acting in bad faith. And they are trying to make this frivolous to their advantage. This is not a frivolous issue. This is a serious issue. As an ALS patient that has had 5 heart attacks, 4 resuscitations, with one time my heart not beating for 16 minutes, declared brain dead, the uh, 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 doctors taking me off full cold without consent, the hiring of psychologists and psychiatrists to write ill-fated reports on me for self-serving purposes after the lawsuits were filed. Every patient should know what his care is consisting of. As per earlier video, my comment there. This is reaching so low at the bottom of the barrel. This is an obvious case of a potential cover-up or protecting someone's wrongdoings. They may be afraid of me sharing my care plan. Well, the truth of the matter, if I choose to share my personal care plan, that is my right. I have nothing to hide, but it appears they have much to hide. Now, as we move forward, uh, they the letter provides definitions of each of the word, and they this is another act that frivolous does have a meaning, but who is measuring this as frivolous? My lawyer, John Wazowski, says this is not frivolous. Only the biasness of the Saskatoon Health Region, and to accuse me of lacking legal or factual basis, etc., and is of light weight and importance, that is so far from the lie of the Saskatoon Health Region. It actually, as I go to this letter, I have to admit my blood pressure rises, and basically, when I can't see something, I get suspicious. I am the only person telling the truth. Then they go on to the next uh, definition of extras as in that they're justified if they have reasonable cause or an excuse. And basically, this is a legal word to dress up the situation. And if they think I'm trying to embarrass them, harass them, cause discomfort, and establish a pattern of conduct, well, let me tell you, when you read the statement of claim regarding Parkridge Care Home, you will see the standard of harassment, embarrassment, lying, and torture, and elder abuse. And this does not even apply to the situation. And not in good faith. Who are they to talk about being not me not being in good faith? They were forcefully trying to murder me at St. Paul's Hospital by using undue legal influence on my guardian. And my good faith is to understand what people are saying, what representations are made. I know when I seen the care plan that Camille Ernst and Joel Stephen brought in, and I had a chance to glance through it, but not the chance to scan it. It was full of lies, misrepresentation, undated, unsigned, no collaboration with people of input, including the patient. So I don't understand why it's bad faith for a patient to be part of their care plan. And if they have concerns about social media, I would like to let everyone know they always have remedies that if I misrepresent, they can sue me or further. But I'm very confident because I'm the only one telling the truth. And further, good faith is what I represent. Honesty is what I represent. The Saskatoon Health region has failed miserably in terms of wanting to murder and end my life prematurely, dealing with lawsuits that are embarrassing and are public documents. So therefore, uh, there's no basis for taking my patient rights away. And as far as social media and they're concerned of embarrassment, darn right they should be embarrassed. Remember, I am allowed the freedom of speech, and that is protected by the Canadian Charter of Rights. So I think that they're gasping for reasons and to throw the three adjectives out or phrases basically has no relationship or cause for not being allowed to see my chart notes. Further, the precedent has already been set. St. Paul's Hospital let me see my uh, care plan and other materials when I asked. St. Paul's Hospital delivered over 6,000 pages of chart notes because they breached a 30-day response. Currently, my request for all my chart notes and care plans should be set by that precedence, and further because they have allowed this to drag for a year because it was so frivolous. If it was so frivolous, just give me the information. I don't under, So basically, this is just lawyer talk. I am not a lawyer, but I can tell you with sincerity and many tears in my eyes, I have doctors that disagree with this position. They have gone as far as meddling and threatening my doctor not to assist me. They, uh, I met with him. He is currently seeking advice from the Saskatchewan Medical Association, and he's a good man. He's an honest man, but they are basically threatening him not to cooperate because I asked him about giving a reply about this letter, and he told me that he was contacted by by Wenda Atkinson, the lone bias privacy officer, which she said to me that she's independent despite being uh, on the same payroll. She has no rights to threaten or suggest my doctor. She went as far as suggesting that he should change his order in my chart notes. When does a privacy officer start contaminating notes that are in place, meddling, interfering? I think we have a very big problem here, and really, uh, when the applicant should be removed, an independent party should be sent in because this is one big gangbang. I welcome to be contacted to ask any question, but I will be making a reference written submission here. So, anyways, I'm going to say, help me. I need your help. I'm actually begging. This is beyond anything I would expect from a health region. Thank you.